I had asked you to debate one of them flat Earth guys.
No, I don't. I can't. No.
I know. We talked about it, and we were going to have him on Skype.
No, what we do is, and I think this is a diabolical plot, so that the next time we can ship people en masse into orbit, they all want to be the first in line because they know we're going to send them so that they can see the round Earth. They're going to be the first ones in space. Just so they can stop annoying the rest of us.
I don't think you're correct
I
there.
think
I don't think you're correct. But
you
I
don't think it's a diabolical plot?
I do have people that have met that don't believe, because the problem with YouTube videos is, it's a problem with a lot of things, but one of the things about being unchecked while you're discussing things is you can say things, you can use big words, you can sound articulate and smooth, and you can do it in a very professional looking manner.
Or do it passionately.
Yes, passionately, convincingly, charismatically, and you're unchecked. But if you did that in front of an expert and you showed him that, along the way they go, stop, that's not true. Stop, that's not how it works.
Right.
Let me show you why this is incorrect. Let me show you how you could prove that this is incorrect.
Let me show you objective truths.
But this is not happening.
That render your argument invalid.
Right. So people who don't have any education, and then they watch one of these YouTube clips, they start actually believing that this stuff makes sense because it's unchecked.
And I would say it's not about whether they've had education. It's about whether the education they had teaches them skepticism of information and teaches them how to inquire. Do you realize it's just as intellectually lazy to believe everything you see as it is to deny everything you see?
Yes.
Why should someone know automatically that Earth isn't flat, yet I tell them in the next breath that the entire universe was once as small as a marble? Right? Both of those sound equally preposterous, except one has evidence to back it and the other does not, and very strong scientific, theoretical, and experimental underpinnings. So when you are trained to inquire, you don't either believe everything outright or reject everything outright. You're trained to ask questions. You're trained to probe deeper than the layer of information that comes to you. That's what should be taught in school, and it's not. They give you a book and say, learn this.
Yeah.
And you'll get tested on it. And then when you're done, learn this.
Well, isn't also there's a problem with being inexorably connected to your first belief. When you have an idea and it's in your head, it's very difficult for people to shake that idea, and they start arguing that idea becomes a part of their identity.
And they dig their heels in deeper
Yes.
when an opposing view is presented to them.
Because they connect themselves to these ideas.
Right.
It is who they are.
Right, right. And so I try not to base my character profile on something that is not yet verified as objective truth.
That's a very good thing to do.
It's one of the reasons why I don't have tattoos on my body.
Uh-oh.
Holding aside. Go on, stretching my face. Go on. One of the reasons is there's nothing I am so sure about that I want to put it indelibly on my skin. Well, no, that's not. Let me say it differently. There's nothing I value in my mind, body, and soul so much in this moment that I want to indelibly etch it on my skin, because I want to leave room for me to have a possibly more enlightening thought later that would override whatever was my decision in that moment. And since I count myself among the lifelong learners, I'm learning stuff all the time. They say, wow, that's good. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's even better.
What's something you learned recently that you went,
Okay, let me think. Okay, here's something I learned recently. I think I knew this when I was a kid, but if you're playing basketball and you're shooting, okay, and you say, oh, that didn't go in. Oh my gosh, well, the rim, they should maybe make the rim a little bigger. I could score more often. Do you realize 2 basketballs can fit exactly side by side through the opening of a basketball hoop?
really?
Yes.
I guess that makes sense.
2 basketballs.
Tough squeeze.
Now, it's not a cosmically mind-blowing moment, but that gives you perspective next time you watch a basketball game. It's how these guys can fly from the foul line in an airborne slam dunk and not miss, Because the area of this opening is 4 times, you do the math, it's 4 times as large as the ball itself.
Right, because of the different positions it could be in.
So if there are multiple positions, and they can still do it. So it's not that that's easy to accomplish, but knowing this, you realize how much easier it is to score than you might have otherwise thought.
I wonder if basketball
So that
players,
was a recent revelation.
That's a good
that I had.
revelation.
Yeah.